Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to discuss about the green shoe option. You must have heard about this, and the green shoe option is very useful for price stabilization, and it is also known as over allotment option. Alright, so green shoe option, as I told you earlier, it is known as over allotment option, and it is a mechanism to provide post-listing price stability to an IPO. So the green shoe option was the first to issue this type of option, hence the name is green shoe option. This is just for general knowledge. It's totally up to you if you want to remember it or not. So we are going to discuss about the process in detail. So what is this process all about? First step is company seeks authorization in general meeting for allotment of additional shares to the stabilizing agent at the end of stabilization period. And what is this stabilization period? This stabilization period should be for max to max 30 days only. It should not exceed 30 days. So after the allotment, suppose today there is the allotment, and after 30 days this stabilization period will end. So this period is a stabilization period. Alright, so now for this a very complex mechanism, company will hire a stabilizing agent. SA means stabilizing agent, and this stabilizing agent will be one of the book runners. Now SA will enter into an agreement with issuer company. So let me tell you about this. There are two kind of agreements, with one with issuer company and the second with promoter. Now the stabilizing agent will enter with the promoter. The thing is, in green shoe option what happen, you are borrowing some amount of shares, and which is 15% of issue size. So you are borrowing this 15% of issue size, say X number of shares, from promoter. So we as a stabilizing agent borrowing some number of shares from promoter and then selling it to market. Alright, so this is about it. And the next step is that the SA will enter into an agreement with promoter. Those promoters who are holding more than 5% in a company, more than 5% shares in a company, and these promoters will lend shares to stabilizing agent, which should not exceed 15% of issue size. Please don't go into the numbers right now. I will just explain about this numbers within seconds. So let me just tell you, complete the theory part. Now the SA shall open a special bank account. Two accounts will be opened. First is GSO bank account, which is for monetary transactions, and the next bank account is GSO Demat account, which is for securities. And here, sorry for this, and here we have shares. Alright, and after this whole procedure, the stabilization period will be done, the stabilization of prices will be done, depends upon the scenario which will take place, and then there will be the end of stabilization period, and SA will need to maintain the register and has to inform on the daily basis to the SEBI, SEBI Securities and Exchange Board of India, about this green shoe option. So now take an example. There is an issue size of 1000 shares. Company has issued 1000 shares, out of which 300 shares to the promoter and 700 shares to the public. Now the issue price is 500. Issue price is also called offer price. Now this will be done at rupees 500, and before IPO, company thinks that due to some macroeconomic variables, and that macroeconomic variables could be anything. For example, right now pandemic is going on, so think about the COVID-19 pandemic, and the company is thinking that yes, price may fall. Due to such kind of situation, even SEBI has taken some steps related to for the benefits of companies. So now I'm not going into details into those reforms as of now. So right now what we are focusing upon, GSO. So there could be any kind of macroeconomic variables and the company may go for GSO, and the solution is greenshoe option. Company has issued 300 shares to promoter, 700 shares to public, and then 15% of 1000, which is 150. This is the maximum amount of shares that a promoter can lend to the stabilizing agent for GSO. Now promoter has lent 150 shares to the stabilizing agent, and then stabilizing agent has lent 150 shares to the public at the issue price, which is 500. Okay, so remember one thing, total issue size is 1000 only. Till now, if the company has offered this for this period of stabilizing today and for 30 days, so for this period the total number of shares or issue size is 1000 only. After the end of stabilization period, we are going to decide what will be the issue size. Okay, so don't confuse in this also. And yes, so this is about it. Company has issued it. Now there can be two situations. First, there could be the price increase, and second, price decrease, as the company was anticipating. Suppose think about the optimistic scenario. So price has increased, so there is no problem for the company. Company is saying well and good, price has increased, that's great. Now what will happen, that company needs to return these 150 shares to the promoter, because it has borrowed it. Okay, it has not been allotted to the stabilizing agent. Stabilizing agent has to return these shares to the promoter. Now what will happen, that the company will allot shares to GSO demat account, and then SA will return shares to the promoter. Don't get confused between the company and promoter. Company and promoters are two different things, or two different persons. So company will allot shares to the stabilizing agent, and then stabilizing agent will return these shares to the promoter. Alright, so this will happen. So after this, demat account will be closed. Now what will happen in case of bank account? As I told you earlier as well, that there is a GSO bank account as well. So now what will happen in this, that in GSO bank account, SA, that is a stabilizing agent, has received 150 multiplied by 500 by issuing shares to the public. Alright, so it will be 75,000 which stabilizing agent has in the bank account. Now company is allotting shares so that it can return it to the promoter. So SA will purchase these shares, which is again at the issue price 500. It is again 75,000 and account will be closed. I am not taking into consideration all about the expenditure that will take place. Here I am assuming that no kind of expenditure has taken place. Alright. So there could be the third scenario in which SA will buy 100 shares, suppose. See what happens in the real world, that buying of shares will take place, suppose in a phased manner, say in 2 phases, 100 shares, and still if price will fall, then again 150, then again 50 shares. So this is a plan. Now what will happen in GSO bank account in a third scenario? The thing is that the price has decreased. This is the second case only, but the change is in number of shares that the SA will buy. Now the amount that we were having, that the SA was having, is 75,000. It will buy those shares from the market at, suppose, say 400 rupees. 100 into 400 will be decreased. Oh, sorry for this. Yeah. So 35,000 is still left in the bank account, and what the situation is now, 35,000 is still left, and the SA has to still give to the promoter, has to still return 50 shares more. Now the situation is that the price has increased. After this mechanism of 100 shares, price has increased, and there is an end of stabilization period which is 30 days. Now what will happen, that the company will allot these 150 shares, which is the difference, to the SA, and then SA will purchase these shares from the company. Now 50 shares multiplied by 500, which is 25,000, and the amount left is 10,000. Now SA will return these shares of 50 shares which it has got from company. It will return these shares to the promoter. Now demat account will be closed, and what will happen for the bank account, these 10,000 will be transferred to IPF, that is Investor Protection Fund. So this is all about GSO, greenshoe option. I hope you have understood the concept. If you have any doubt, then you can post it in the comment section below. Thank you very much for your time.